What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. It is Sunday, August 16, 2026, and we are here at the Kaagbaan, runway 06, primary runway for arrivals. Or at least for the time being. I hope it's going to stay like this. We had wind blowing from the east this morning, but latest meter says now variable wind. And when the wind is variable, it can go all directions. At the moment, Kaagbaan and the Amsterdam runway 36 right are in use for arrivals. That means that I need to change runway use in the meter still, because 06 is now the primary runway for inbound traffic, and it's 36 right for arrival. No, wait, departures is 36 left and 36C for the time being. Arrivals ought to be 06 and runway 36 right. That should be good. With the wind variable, it can go either way, so we'll have to wait and see. There's a Luxom container very much in the way, unfortunately. And EasyJet, the first arrival, arrived from London Luton, A319. In the meantime, a very good morning to all who have joined. Maria, goedenavond, good to see you again. And thank you so much. Good morning to all others, Klaas, Buddy, Henk, goedemorgen, Davy, Leo. Good morning one and all. Infinity also in the chat, good to see you, mate. Sander, goedemorgen. Let's see who else is there. Honda, goedemorgen. Michael, morning. Yayodi, good morning. The chat window isn't cooperative. I have to go back up again. Who else is there? Kill the Myths, Melody Deluxe, good morning. Eddie, oh, this is working terribly. Edward, goedemorgen. Stefan Tudor, good morning. Now my chat window is frozen again. The only thing I can do is press the button to go back to the bottom. Jan, Kobe, goedemorgen. Evan, top of the morning, Senor Rodriguez. Graham, good morning. Happy Sunday, mate. Irv, goedemorgen. Floris, goedemorgen. Delta Airlines Flight 256 arrived from Boston, Massachusetts, A330neo. QJ, goedemorgen. Willem, goedemorgen. Super Zero, goedemorgen. Wombat Parade, good morning. Reverse is being deployed there. Aerofocus, good morning. Hans, goedemorgen. Karsten, good morning. Krista, good morning. A little busier going to 836 right. This is, what is it? Where did it go? Paradox Jets with a Beach 390 Premier 1 arrived from Nice, which is nice. 21 years old. A small little bizzer. This is going to do a breakaway landing. Or is it not? Sun Express in the meantime coming this way. Yep, it's breaking away. Going to be landing on 04. Special livery Sun Express, that's the green one. Istanbul Special or something, if I recall correctly. We've seen this one a couple of times before. But the lighting is very nice. Buddy, mate, what the F are you doing? Super, no, not a donation through PayPal. All consisting of 4s. Yeah, Sun Express Istanbul special livery. Special. Who's that I'm hearing?
Someone special.
Someone special. Hey, it's Lisa. Hello everyone. Lisa from Belgium says hi. A very generous PayPal donation by Buddy, aka aka Dukman. All consisting of 4s. A belated present for the birthday boy. Mate, thank you so much. You really did not have to do that, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a very warm day. Didn't do much, although we did go out for pizza later in the evening. And ice cream. Yeah, ice cream as the pre-meal. Yeah, it was really warm. Lisa had to work, but we did celebrate in the evening. Thank you so much, buddy, but really, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much for a very generous PayPal donation just now. Now, also a massive big thanks to Klaas and also to Karsten, who started gifting memberships, both of them, no less than 10. That's 20 new members, courtesy of Klaas Reinders and Karsten, 1976. Thank you so much, gentlemen, both of you. You really didn't have to do that. Absolutely you didn't. And welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the 20 new members. If you receive a gifted membership, don't forget to thank the gifter. You can say thanks, but you can also use the custom emojis that you'll now have at your disposal for a month as a way to say thanks. Enjoy the custom emojis, enjoy the membership. Thank you so much, Karsten. Thank you so much, Klaas. Both of you extremely generous. And really, you really didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. And a warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the 20 new members. Hope the aircon is set to the right temperature. Over here it is pretty warm already. There isn't a lot of wind. I hope that the wind is going to stay blowing from the east as it did tomorrow. Earlier this morning, because otherwise runway use might change. I hope it's going to stay like this. Hey Maxime, goedemorgen. A wild Lisa appeared. Indeed, she did. Annie Mocha, good morning. Horeas, good morning. Daniel, goedemorgen. Am I blue already? Wonders buddy, aka Flying Dukman, who is now celebrating 15 months of membership. No, mate, you still have to wait a few more months, but you'll get there eventually. Just 9 more months. You have to wait a full pregnancy. Well, those months will fly past before you know it. And I know, I speak from experience, yeah. I'm an expert at 9 month periods. I'm just babbling nonsense. Yeah, the AMS Live vodka is hitting hard. 3 liters of them we brought. So we did have a bit of rain yesterday morning, I think it was. Well, in the night from the day before yesterday to yesterday. Over here, it doesn't seem to have made a bit of difference. Things pretty dry over here. Still. A321neo arriving from Lisbon, KLM flight 1578. So there is a sort of path behind Lisa to the edge of the road, as you can see. It's interesting because it looks like vehicles are driving down here quite regularly, but they don't. At least not that I have ever seen them here, other than that one time when we called the animal ambulance for the wounded lady duck. So I'm not sure. Hey, morning. Gentleman just now passing by, talking on his phone to somebody, presumably showing how close you can get to the airplane's landing over here. Peter Jonel asks, when was your birthday? I was celebrating my birthday on Friday, the 14th. Turned 44. No mistaking that number, you can turn it around, but it still will say the same. Philip, good morning. Ruud, goedemorgen. Ruben, goedemorgen. Riva, goedemorgen. Hey, Peter, dankjewel. Thank you so much. Peter van der Steen, Durper 1973, for very generous super chat. Nog gefeliciteerd met je verjaardag. Hier een kleine bijdrage voor een drankje, which is Dutch for a belated congratulations. Happy birthday. Here is a small contribution for a drink. Well, thank you so much, Peter. Dankjewel. You really didn't have to, mate. But a little drink we can definitely get from that super chat. Looks well like we'll have to go through to the liquor store and buy some regular vodka as well.
Okay then.
Only because we have to. Dankjewel, Peter. Dankjewel. Thank you so much. You really didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much. We're waiting for the next traffic. Looking on Flight Radar, you can see the wide bodies are coming in from the west, but they're still over the Gulf of Yorkshire, and we'll take a few more minutes before they'll get here. Gives us time to look around. Big picture overview, looking to the north. This is what it looks like right now. Up in the sky, mostly blue, but there are some cirrus clouds visible. Maybe some faded out contour remnants, I'm not sure. I think they're mostly cirrus clouds. Turning the camera to the east, the sun is shining over there. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you live in Europe, hope you guys enjoyed the eclipse. It was lovely to see. Here in the Netherlands, we had 90% coverage. The sun is still working again in the east, mostly blue skies. Looking to the south, more or less the same. Looking to the west, if I'm not standing on my cables. At the horizon, where the Gulf of Yorkshire is, you can see cloudiness, and I thought that's also what the forecast predicted, that later in the day clouds are going to drift in from the west. In the meantime, airplanes are also arriving. Hey, new LVNL opened Aalsmeerbaan for arrivals as well, says Barry. Okay, but Buddy says Bezoekbus is also indicating that Kaagbaan is open until 16:20 for arrivals. Yeah, well, in that case, we ought to. It ought to be good. We ought to be good here. I saw that I didn't tie a double knot in my shoes. Now, I stepped on my lace just now. So let me put in a double tie. Tie a double knot. There we go. Shouldn't be getting my shoelaces undone by standing on it accidentally. If Aalsmeerbaan is now also open, it means, yeah, but that's normal, isn't it? Let me think. Just one runway open for, now usually it's one runway open for inbound traffic and two for outbound traffic, and then from 10:40 until 11:40 it should be the other way around. Does that mean that KLM 1352... No, 1352 isn't going to Aalsmeerbaan. 1352 is coming to the Kaagbaan. That's flying too much to the north. Yeah, Aalsmeerbaan is already closed. I was already wondering, buddy. Yeah, look at where KLM 1352 is flying, and you'll see it's on a downwind trajectory to runway 06, and it isn't going to runway 36 right. Now, looking around here in the canal, when Lisa and I arrived, there were parent grebes and two zebra liveried grebes. Squeaky toys, yeah, whining for food. They've now gone. Where to? I don't know. We do see geese over here, quite a few of them. Already a close encounter with an airplane by 3 geese when I was setting up and we were preparing here. There are more geese over there, and we haven't seen bird control yet since we arrived over here. Hopefully they are watching the stream and take notice of the presence of quite a big flock of geese over there. Then again, they are here, they have been here before. As long as they don't fly into engines, it should be good. Also a massive big thanks to Klaus for also a piece of pie super sticker. We haven't had pie to celebrate, have we? Yep, pizza pie, but that's the only pie we've had. We need to go to the baker store. Get yeah, the royal supplier, the local royal supplier has great stuff. Anyway, Still a young pup, says Michael. Yeah, I figured you would say that. Wait until you're in your 60s like I am. then we can speak about progressing age. Well, you're still young as well, Michael. You're as young as you feel. Plus, if you go and have some body parts replaced every now and again, you can go, you can still get about like you used to. Yeah, you'll not only feel young, but you'll be running again as a young man as well.
If you are a puppy,
If I'm a puppy,
then what am I?
then what are you?
Embryo?
An embryo? Protein. A source of protein. Daniel, dankjewel. Razer013, goedemorgen. Super Zero, good morning. Thank you so much. Hey, Super Zero's sister was also celebrating her birthday on Friday. Nice. Lies, goedemorgen. Hans, goedemorgen. En thank you. Jan-Willem, goedemorgen. Hey, dankjewel Peter Jongeneel. Mark H, good morning mate. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Peter K, good morning. Carlo, goedemorgen. En Annette, goedemorgen. Tuning in from Noordwijkerhout, I'm assuming. Quite a few people from the Bollenstreek are also tuning in here. Mr. F, good morning. Ronnie, goedemorgen. Oh, it's hard to scroll systematically. My chat window keeps going down to the bottom. I'm probably skipping people. Casper, goedemorgen. Carol, good morning. Richie, good morning. Patrick, goedemorgen. Marco, goedemorgen. Bobbers, good morning, mate. Wolfgang, good morning. Just a short hello. Sending Katarina to Helsinki. Is she going to bloody Helsinki? What? Delta Airlines Flight 74 is turning final. And has become visible. Our next arrival over here. Delta Airlines Flight 74, arriving from Atlanta, Georgia. Sander just posted one of his eclipse photos. Mental note, have a look in the community section when done streaming today. You can also hear something overhead. Basi, goedemorgen. I hope I didn't miss anybody. JP Kraus, good morning. Welcome to the show. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are here at the Kaagbaan where Delta Airlines is approaching and overhead traffic just now passed by. Think. Whoa. A Dreamliner of sorts. A Dreamliner of sorts, and I wonder, United perhaps? Or Lufty. It's usually either one of the two. That's what you see most over here. Overhead traffic, Lufty, United, Delta too. True. Adrian, good morning. Davey, mate. So thank you so much for your generous super chat there. Happy birthday, boy. Davey made us. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope you're doing well. You didn't have to super chat, mate. You really didn't have to. Thank you so much, though. Now, yellow vehicle over here. It isn't a bird controller. It's Area 53. We've yet to see bird control over here. Quite a few people over here as well in the meantime. There's a gentleman over on the left that came by bicycle, who parked his bike right here. A couple of chaps over there. I suspect perhaps a father and a son. And I think the lady over there also came with the two lads that I just now indicated. And at the corner of the road, already a couple of young guys were here, all carrying cameras and big fat lenses. How do they get those expensive things at such a young age? I remember I had to save months and work my ass off during the summer vacations to get a Game Boy back in the early 1990s.
You were a Game Boy.
I was a Game Boy, yeah. Makes you wonder. That right engine had something green in it. I'm not sure I am able to see it from here. Didn't see anything. Reversers deploying. Again, a massive big thanks to Davey for your happy birthday wishes and your very generous donation, which you really didn't have to do, mate. Conference there, so work in Helsinki. Okay, conference in Helsinki. Well, at least over there it's probably cooler than it is in Austria right now, isn't it, Wolfgang? Or have things cooled down a little in Austria as well? Because last time we looked at the weather map, it was boiling over there. Still, for a prolonged period now, I think. Really long period. It was already quite warm when you were supposed to enjoy a vacation over there. That was already beginning of July, wasn't it? Don't think it has cooled down for a prolonged period of time significantly ever since. Zigusor also back in the chat. Good to see you. Anthony Davidson tuning in from Birmingham. Good morning, mate. Dark Laguna, good morning. Dion, goedemorgen. Dion is new here. Welcome to the channel, mate. Nice of you to say hi. If you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi like Dion just now did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. No such thing as a stupid question. We'll happily try to answer any questions you might have. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the Netherlands, if you're new to Schiphol Airport, feel free to ask questions if you have any. I feel like the white balance is set a bit too cool, doesn't it? Looks a bit bluish. It looks a bit bluish. Let me see. What temperature have I set it on? Did I? No, it's my standard full sun setting. Then again, it is occasionally cloudy, so crank it up just a tad. Now, there is activity in the water. I think those are two goods. I think I can hear baby grebes coming from over there somewhere. They'll likely make an appearance. It does look like it's getting cloudy now, doesn't it? Looking to the north at the northerly horizon, you can see clouds drifting in. The things that were at the horizon before seem to have gotten closer, which is interesting because here on ground level I feel like we still have a bit of easterly wind, but it seems like higher up the wind is blowing from the opposite direction, which is quite remarkable. Well, already if all is well, it should the runway configuration currently in place should stay in place. If not, we need to go to Bezoekpas and complain. I can see that the first 747 of the show is approaching the coastline. Cargo Lux 81 Tango arriving from Miami, Florida 7478. There is another one underway from Nairobi and should also be not too far anymore. Two 747s, this one and the other one. Two Cargo Luxes, one from Miami, one from Nairobi. I didn't see any other that were expected before the Emirates A380, and the Emirates A380 is expected, or at least this morning was expected around 1:30 local time. Embraer 175, KLM flight 1352, arriving from Prague in the Czech Republic. Also a massive big thanks to Sander Shinobi. Sansake, thank you so much for your congratulations and for your generous super chat, which you really didn't have to do, mate. Late congrats, by the way, for some pie of your choosing. Those pies. Definitely need to go on a diet sometime soon.
You.
Yeah, me. I'm not saying we. I'm not talking plural. I'm talking single. I'm just talking about me. Me, myself, and pie.
No pie.
No pie. No pie for you pretty soon. Yeah, no, that's right. Let's see. Where is that other 747? It's... Oh, it's... I thought it would have been in Dutch airspace already, but it isn't. So Cargo Lux is approaching, and I think I have it even. Yeah, there it is. That's it, all right. Doesn't have a flight number. It has a call sign 81 Tango. looking to become the third arrival here. In the meantime, over here in the foreground, United Airlines flight 968, arrived from San Francisco, 7879 Dreamliner. Bada bing, bada boom. Wombat Parade is celebrating 19 months of membership, and he writes, happy birthday and thanks for the awesome streams. Well, thank you so much for your long-lasting support, Wombat Parade. I hope that you still enjoy being a member. I hope that everything in the lounge is still to your satisfaction. If it isn't, do speak up and let me know what you feel needs to be improved, and I'll see what I can do to make it better for you and all the other members. 19 months, that's 1.5 years and a month. No small feat. Pretty soon, you'll start to get a blue badge. Just 5 more months. It'll be over before you know it. Just half of 9 months, of which I am very knowledgeable. I'm not sure. What are you doing? Well, I'm not filming you. Just trying to sneak past really carefully, as if I wasn't zoomed into the airplane. I'm filming airplanes here, not girls. I'm not that other live streamer. A jet arriving from Istanbul, Max 8737. Where was I? Oh yes, Wombat Parade celebrating 19 months of membership. Thank you so much for the long-standing support, mate. And congratulations on 19 months. Hey, thank you so much, Wolfgang. Greetings back from Lisa and I to Katarina. Kobe and Jan, thank you so much. Oh, the chat is behaving terribly. Whenever I'm trying to scroll up and down, pop-ups appear or it goes back to the bottom. I'm afraid I might miss stuff. PDK sending also a piece of pie super sticker. Thank you so much, mate. Now I really have to start going on a diet with all those pies. Thank you so much, Peter K. Now I think I am. Am I at the bottom of the? I think I am at the bottom of the chat. Now let me see if I can also make it update automatically. I think it works now. Alright, Croatian Airlines flight 450 arriving from Zagreb in the foreground. Obviously not going to follow that one. It is a lovely glide slope shot though. Have a look. Cargolux, the first of 2 747s, or at least that I know of. Perhaps we can get a bonus queen later from Paris, but nothing's airborne yet. And I think the next 747s after the 2 now in or close to the Netherlands will arrive, I think, around 3:30 or so. Hey Diana, goedemorgen and thank you so much. René, goedemorgen and thank you. Marcel, goedemorgen and thank you. Right, well. The fate. The fate of small airplanes that are preceding quads. Her Majesty the Queen. See that Lisa has also made it over to near the approach lights. She should be making some nice footage over there with her phone. Yeah, the bonus queen is beside me indeed. Well, now at the approach lights, a bit further away. 44, Peter. 44. I'm from 1982. Henk, goedemorgen, and well, I already said good morning to you. Thanks for the congratulations. More Hogeveeners. Ah, nice. Let's look and listen. This is a 7478. The other one arriving from Nairobi will be a 747-400. Doesn't seem it wants to spool up those reversers too much. Missed opportunity there. Missed opportunity there. I see that Jay is also back in the chat. Good morning, Jay. Thank you so much for your generosity. Gifting a membership to Daniela. And Polka Puck also gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Polka. And I see it's German Dudist who's the recipient. Welcome to the Aurora Skylines, guys. Oh, I'm missing all kinds of stuff here. Mark H, mate, thank you so much for your generosity. You really didn't have to super chat, mate. Happy birthday, boy. Stay safe and healthy. Or how to say, live long and prosper. Greetings from Mark H. Mark, mate, you really didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much for the kind words. The donation wasn't necessary, though. Thank you so much, though. Extremely generous of you. Really didn't have to do that, mate. Thank you so much. Also, a massive big thanks to Michael Owie. Happy birthday to you and me, August 16th. Well, congratulations, mate. Is it your birthday today, then? What? Happy birthday, mate. Michael Owie is celebrating his birthday today. Congratulations, mate. Stefan Tudor, also, thank you so much for your kind words. Happy birthday and happy many spotting days to you. And the sound that the people, the emojis are making is of course this. It has to be that. Thank you so much, Stefan, for your kind words and also for your donation, which of course you didn't have to do. Thank you so much. Okay, Malta. Is arriving from Malta. I think. Probably. Most likely. Bas, dankjewel. Brian, good evening. Erik, dankjewel. And a belated happy birthday to Peter K, who was celebrating his 45th birthday on August 8th. Lions for the win. Leo's for the win. Jillard, goedemorgen en dankjewel. Thank you so much, mate. Hank says the medication that is stimulating the appetite for the cat is called Mirataz. 20 milligrams per gram. Well, there you go. If ever I need to stimulate the appetite of my cat, it's good to know. For now, our cat is eating quite healthily. He loves his snack creams. He loves the snack treats. He also eats his regular food, both the hard and the soft food. So no problems there for the time being. Lufty flight 988 arriving from Frankfurt up next. A320neo. New livery. Daya. Delta Alpha India, Juliet Echo, Daya. Daya, not Diet, Daya. John, Mr. Singleton, good morning, mate. Welcome back, hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Neil, good morning. Super Zero says that the cargo lux from Nairobi is almost above Arnhem, so it is in Dutch airspace already. German do this. Thank you so much for your congratulations. Have a Heineken on me. I will definitely do that, mate. Thank you so much for your kind words and for your donation. What is over there at the platform? It's quite busy today. KLM Cargo is there. Qatar is there. 2 Atlases. What's that thing in the middle? Turkish? I'm not sure. I'm finding it a bit difficult to recognize it outright. The MPS in the foreground and 2 Chinese. Those logos do look pretty similar, don't they? Red, curved at the bottom. They're not exactly the same, but they are very similar. I wonder if it signifies something particularly Chinese. You'd almost think it has to be Saudia. Saudia? Let's see. Oh, and Cargolux is now in front of it with its tail. We can no longer see it. Saudia. Well, there you go. EasyJet arrived for Gatwick, A319. And the sun once again coming out from behind the clouds. Just a bit of wispy cirrus cloud. Power Boam, good morning. Terry, good morning. Uncle Playing Guy, good morning. Insofar as the sun was obscured, it was obscured only by thin clouds. No thick clouds yet. I do see some movement in the canal over there, and I wonder what are we looking at? Well, I think that's the grebes and the baby grebes. Yep, three mature grebes and 2 infant grebes. The 747 is assigned to the Kaagbaan. Most from the east are assigned to Alsmeerbaan already. Oh wow, yeah, it's 10:24 already, isn't it? Yeah. So I guess that's a lucky break for us then. Hey, thank you so much, Powerboam. Malcolm, good morning. Goedemorgen. Chinese dragons, says Eversteria. Hey, that does make sense, doesn't it? A friendly dragon with a little thingy. Looks a bit like a grebe. A grebe-like dragon. Yeah, Chinese dragons, of course, it makes sense. Why didn't I see that? Why didn't I see that in it? Why didn't I recognize dragons? And the other one, well, obscured by the MPS a little. Just a little bit. Chinese dragons. Haha, finally! Ducks, says Eversteria. Well, technically speaking... technically speaking... Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Food, 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 food. Bischweiss, good morning. Thank you so much. Hans Wanders, vakantie weer voorbij. I'm not sure. I didn't have any vacation. Did you? Is it over already? School holidays are coming to an end, aren't they? I don't have kids, so I'm not sure exactly when the school holidays will stop. Maybe in the upcoming week already? I'll have me a small glass of vodka to drink away the knowledge, the fact that school vacations are ending. Let's turn back. KLM 1930 is up next. That's an Embraer 190 arriving from Geneva. Andy, good morning. Super Zero says Nairobi 747 above Amersfoort. Not too far away anymore, is it? Yeah, and it's coming in directly. It's flying westward directly. I'm starting to hear those small grebes. I'm not sure if the ambient is able to pick them up already. Maybe if I pick up the mic, point it directly to the... Come on, chirp. Now they're being silent. They were quite distinctly audible already. It seems they're coming this way, so we'll get to hear them soon enough though. Oh yeah. Hopefully now you can already pick them up. Let's have a look. This is KLM flight 644, arrived from New York, JFK, 777-200, followed by WestJet, allegedly the best jet. What is up, Alan? Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Rob Lerp, good morning. Mary Naomi, good morning. Yeah, and Loxam strategically placing a container. That's a TEU. That is a TEU. The 20-foot equivalent. Slide carrying cabin on top, in front, for streamlined carons. Karens who have been hitting the Ozempic. Next up, WestJet, allegedly the best jet. And I'm starting to look to my left to see if there is a 747 I can detect in the sky. Zooming on the flight radar, where is it now? Oh, it's flying in the vicinity of Utrecht. Oh, that's pretty far out still. I'm not sure whether or not I am going to be able to see it from here the way it is flying. It's flying a bit more southerly than normally it would be. Hey Hamza, good morning. WestJet, allegedly the best jet. Flight 70 arriving from Halifax in Canada. This is a MAX 8 737. Behind it, a Dreamliner, quite clearly visible by the wing shape. That's TUI Flight 365 arriving from Bonaire. First up, WestJet. WestJet, 5.5 hours on the way, 5 hours 28 to be precise. This is the Charlie Foxtrot Quebec Golf Golf, 3 years old. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Food, 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 food. 2 baby grebes in zebra livery. So cute. Pierre, good morning. Let's see. Cargolux, where art thou? I think it's too far south and therefore too low above the horizon for me to see. Ordinarily, when they are approaching, well, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, well, ordinarily it ought to be somewhere above the building, just above the building. I'm not seeing anything yet. Let's keep the camera focused on what we can see best, and that is traffic up close here. Emery is tuning in from Hong Kong. Good to see you. And Diana is leaving. See ya, and thanks for joining, Diana. Enjoy the rest of your day. TUI Flight 365 arriving from Bonaire. Have a look at the wingtips. Boom, going down. Spoilers go up, wingtips come down. Quite a few feet actually. Cargo Lux, where are you? That's not it, is it? That's not it, is it? It's flying so high still. Is that the Cargo Lux? Oh, and oh. Focus the camera manually, set to infinity. It was it. It was it. There it is. There's the second Cargo Lux. Higher than I thought. Oh yeah, of course it has to fly further, since it is coming here and not going to the Aalsmeerbaan. So there you go. In hindsight, rather easily spottable. Lisa is still there. Seems that she is waiting for the 747 to be landing here. At least that's what I would do if I were her. Hey Marijke, goedemorgen. Happy Sunday. Gertin en Jacqueline. Goedemorgen, happy Sunday. A321neo, KLM flight 1002. Arriving from London Heathrow. Big fat Karen cabin in the back. That's for Karens who haven't been on the Ozempic yet. Good morning, Sinjun, who is tuning in from sunny South Africa. Welcome to the show. All others who may have joined in the meantime, if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi and introduce yourself. It isn't mandatory, but it is always appreciated when our viewers introduce themselves, tell us where they're from. If you're new to Schiphol Airport, new to the Netherlands, new to AMS Live, if you have any questions, don't be shy, ask them. No such thing as a stupid question. We'll happily try to answer any questions you might be having. So, the Kaagbaan 747, still easily visible over there. Still on its downwind path. And still has the turn base. It's going to be preceded by 2 or maybe even 3 wide bodies. I think KLM 668 is also going to go ahead in front of the 747. Should make for a nice couple of airplanes. More Lufty. Lufty flight 2302 arriving from Munich. And I see a yellow vehicle coming this way. Is that bird control or is it not? I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it. It is VW. It is a VW van, but that's not a bird control van, is it? You're right, John. No such thing as a stupid question. We make no similar guarantees about the answers, though. You're absolutely right. That's what makes the chat so fun. Buddy asks about where you can park your car safely. I think where I am parked is called Alsmeerderweg. As long as you're not standing in front of an entrance of houses or firms, you should be good. It is a bit further away. You can also park on the other side of these buildings. Between the road and the cycling path there's a parallel strip. And as long as you're not parked right in front of an entrance or exit, it is also good. There are no signs here indicating that you aren't allowed to park. So basically you could park everywhere unless there is a sign. So here on the Beach Avenue you're not allowed to park. All right. Kaagbaan will be 4th after this and 2 more wide bodies in between the 747 and this one. Means 4 consecutive wide bodies. This is KLM flight 598, a 777-300. Which is arriving from Cape Town in South Africa. Alsmeerderweg was still very open, ample parking opportunities there. Worst case, you can even park your car on the sidewalk in front of the field of grass between a couple of houses further to the Kruisweg. I usually try not to do that. I don't want to burden those people, but formally it is allowed. And often when I arrive here, you do see that cars parked there, particularly during weekdays when it is more busy here. The only downside is that you have to walk over a road that has no sidewalk nor any cycling paths, but on the east side of the road there is a path. You can basically step next to the road over the grass this way. Shouldn't be a problem. Delta Airlines Flight 162 arrived from Minneapolis, Minnesota, A330-300. Little to no wind here, and with the sun shining it is getting pretty warm over here. Hey Jan, what is up? Good to see ya. Greetings to Simi. Buschauffeur Alwin, goedemorgen. John, happy Sunday. Peter, good morning. Alright. Turkish arriving from Istanbul, going to the other runway. Converging arrivals. In the background, an airplane flying base for the same runway that the Turkish is now flying towards. Have a look at this glide slope shot, ladies and gentlemen. Where is Captain Jerry? He wouldn't want to miss out on this. Caleb Flight 668 arriving from Austin in Texas, 787-10 Dreamliner, preceding Cargolux Flight 315 arriving from Nairobi in Kenya, which is in Africa. A quick look. Also massive big thanks to Jan, aka Reticent Guy, 34 months of membership, almost a new badge, 2 more months mate. As always folks, don't forget to like and subscribe is what Jan writes. You're absolutely right mate, thank you so much for the reminder. Thank you also so much for your long lasting support, always a great pleasure to have you in our chat, but even more when you and Simi come over to the Netherlands and visit in real life. Looking forward to our next real life encounter sometime soon hopefully. Hope that everything in the lounge is still to your satisfaction. If it isn't, you know how to reach me, and please do when there is something that you feel needs to be improved. It is Cargolux time, the second queen of the show, a 747-400. The other one was a 747-8, and it didn't use the reversers. Will this one do the same, or will it start getting loud? Number one on Flight Radar, tracked by 1,560 people. I wish we could say, I could say we have the same number of viewers over here, but we don't, do we? Now we're getting half of the number of viewers on Flight Radar. It's a shame. If you want to bring those people in, make sure to like and subscribe so that next time a Cargolux 747 gets number one, they'll be able to see it while live. Let's look and listen. It's got those Rolls-Royce engines. Oh yeah. Cargolux made good on the lacking auditory performance of the former. 1,558 people following this airplane on Flight Radar, only 750 watching the stream right now. If you want to help to bring them in, make sure to leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe and share. so that next time those people will also be able to join, since they will be already watching. I definitely also celebrated recently, Mjan. Thank you for asking. Absolutely, I did. See that Lisa is returning. She waited for the. She waited for the second 747 to be landing. In the background, you can see that clouds are drifting in. It's interesting because on ground level, the wind is coming from the east, aka somewhere over there. Hey, BizJet. Well, no, wait. I feel the wind now. Seems to be coming from there. That's northeast. Interestingly, it seems that the clouds are coming in from the west. BA flight 430 arriving from London Heathrow, A320neo. And Iberia will be next with an A319 arriving from Madrid. Denise has to go. Thank you for joining. Hopefully see you again soon. Choop, 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 choop. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. And good pictures. Video, yeah. Good footage. You didn't accidentally turn the camera to yourself while trying to make a picture?
Airplanes are loud.
Airplanes are loud? Who would have thought? What? So now you've also grown a bit more deaf. Huh?
We got lucky with the second two.
Yeah. You can also hear the difference in engine sound with the Rolls-Royce engines being attached to this one. A higher whistle when passing by.
Oh, I thought someone was whistling at me.
Oh no, it wasn't somebody whistling at. Yeah, it was one queen to the other. Indigo arriving from Mumbai, coming in for Aalsmeerbaan. There it is. In the meantime, behind me, Iberia, flight 731, an A319, arriving from Madrid. Phil Kestrel, also over there on the right. Right, Indigo back in the house. Let's see, Let M is going to be number 2 for arrival, being preceded by, what's that? KLM flight 1918 arriving from Zurich. Ita, unfortunately, going to the wrong runway. And Queenie over there just took a left as Indigo was passing by in the background. The 747 found her parking space. I'll drink to that. Bottoms up. Make sure to stay hydrated. You too, Lisa. Now you have to pee. Well, plenty room for that over here. The grass certainly would welcome some liquids. Quite a few birds in the water in the canal I saw. I think the geese have gone into the water. Let's have a look. Now Karen cabin in the back of this 737, KLM flight 1918, arriving from Zurich. Quite a bunch of, yeah, that's the geese, all right. Oh. group dynamics. Once one starts flying, the rest will follow usually. And now going back onto land again. Or at least a few of them are. Ita arriving from Milan. Over there, flight 120. Going to the wrong runway. Insofar as we're still able to track it. Come on. Synchronized reappearance. Ah, just a bit too late. Always a challenge to end up at the end of the building right at the same time that the airplane becomes visible. Hey, Turkish is going to cross the runway. You all know what that means. Let me cue the music. Is it happening already? Surely not. No, LATAM is right behind us, so that can't be happening already. LATAM coming in from Latin America. Let's go back to focus manual and infinity. LATAM Airlines flight 8078 arriving from Sao Paulo. Have a look. This is the Charlie Bravo Golf Tango CCBGT, 8 years old, first flight March 2018. A flight time of how much? 11 hours and 9 minutes. I also hear stuff passing by overhead. I think it's a twin jet that I just now heard passing by. Or at least the sound is lagging a little. The airplane is already a bit further that way. Hard to make out. It doesn't say Delta, so it can still be either BA, or it could also perhaps be Air Canada. Now, the geese that were in the water just now, mostly now seem to have gone onto land again, or at least, well, no, the group seems to have scattered. Yeah, and now sitting on both ends, or are these ducks?
Process of evolution.
Yeah, they've scattered. They've scattered. They're now sitting on both sides. Turkish is getting closer by. Start to be able to hear. I'm starting to hear the engines. Davey wonders if you are drinking vodka. Is Lise drinking Jupiler? Are you? Are you drinking Jupiler? Are you?
Every day, baby.
As if. As if. Right, Air Arabia is coming this way and is going to be landing before Turkish is going to cross. Meanwhile, for Eva in blue jeans, super chatting a very generous donation there. Happy birthday, boy. I watch regularly from Worcestershire, UK. I've got a 40-year connection with Amsterdam and aviation, so your channel fits me well. Donation towards special vodka. Prost. Signed, Rich. Rich, thank you so much for your kind words, mate. I have to deploy the music now. You know that. I just have to do this. And it was Air Canada to Toronto, says buddy. Thanks, buddy. Everybody's humming along in their minds. Anyway, thank you so much for your kind words. Happy birthday wishes. And thank you for the donation, Rich. And Rich made me start thinking, have I ever tried Worcestershire sauce? What a tongue breaker that is. Worcestershire sauce. I don't think I have.
It's very hard to find. My dad loves it.
Your dad loves it?
Lately he can't find it anymore.
Is it that hard to find? I mean, I was in the Jumbo supermarket yesterday. They have heaps and heaps of sauces. Oh, Thousand Islands. Thousand Islands dressing, isn't that just a combination of mayonnaise and ketchup? No, isn't it mayonnaise, ketchup, and a bit of mustard? Isn't that the basis for the hamburger sauce of the Golden Arches hamburgers? I think it is. I think you can make it yourself rather easily. Thousand Island dressing. But I don't think I've ever had Worcestershire sauce. Is it sort of like a barbecue smoky sour? Air Canada, flight 808, arriving from Toronto in Canada. Interesting that the overhead traffic was going to Toronto just now. I hear something else overhead, but the clouds are thickening. Looking up, I can show you. So the clouds that were to the west earlier are definitely drifting in. So while on ground level, I think the bias for the wind is still from the east. Higher up, the wind is blowing from the west, and that brings the clouds that we were able to see inward. This is looking to the south, and already to the east you can see more clouds. Looking directly up, it's also much harder now to see overhead traffic. It does make, looking to the west now, the southwest, it does make for a nice contrasty glide slope backdrop. That's the silver lining. I'm not sure if my chat is updating anymore. Don't think it has. Right. I think I'm back at the end. Hopefully the chat will up. Yeah, it is updating. Over 80, goedemorgen. Good to see you again. Pete, what up, mate? Joop, goedemorgen en dankjewel. Thank you so much. Alright, it is 10:55 and that means we still are due for another 45 or so minutes of converging arrivals. Wind started to pick up, bird control has become visible here. For the first time this morning I'm seeing bird control over there, K1, entering the RISA, the runway and safety zone. Almost. There it is. It's entering the RISA. About time we updated the weather report and have a look at the METAR. KLM flight 1030 arriving from Perthchester. Embraer 190 and another Embraer 190 behind it. Hey, arriving from Stuttgart. What? But El Al is flying 236 right, so not a premature end of the premature closure of the runway, from what it seems. Oof! I've done heavy leg presses on Thursday, and I'm still feeling it bending down. The quads are still a bit sore. Let's have a look at the weather this morning. It was easterly wind and a refresh and a verification that I am in fact human, or at least last time I checked, tells us that the wind is still blowing from the east-northeast, so that means for arrivals it's almost completely headwind, but there is a big variation in the direction of the wind. 21 degrees C, 3 knots of wind, not much, and no longer Kaagbaan, but few clouds at 3,200 feet. Looking on flight radar, Transavia Retro is flying into the country from the southwest, so I'm assuming it's going to come this way. Transavia Retro will be landing here pretty soon. And in Greece right now, the Emirates A380 with an ETA of 126. That is a candidate for the wrong runway. It will be landing on 36 right today, the way things look right now, unless something really unforeseen is going to happen. So don't count on seeing it up close, but we should be able to see it quite nicely from here. And my plan is to stick around until the Emirates A380 will have landed. Shots fired! Happy birthday! Happy New Year!
They're trying to kill him.
They're trying to kill us! Did you bring your bulletproof vest, Lisa? I did tell you to bring a bulletproof vest, didn't I?
No.
It's one of the first things that you require if you go plane spotting, or if you
Go outside anyway.
go outside in the Netherlands. When you go into the hood, you better make sure you wear your vest.
Fireworks everywhere.
Fireworks everywhere. Yeah, that's Dutchies for you. We love our fireworks, whether it is private persons or if it is. Hey, nice contrail shadow. Have a look. Contrail shadow. Yeah. Looks nice. Oh, the baby grebe over there.
Scared.
Yeah. Asshole bird control.
Really quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, asshole bird control
Aw,
with the fireworks.
you didn't carry them down, though. Aw.
In the meantime, a massive big thanks to Mark H, who just now went ahead and started gifting memberships. No less than 10. Thank you so much, though, Mark. You really didn't have. Thank you so much, though you really didn't have to do it. Thank you so much, and a warm welcome to the 10 new members. Welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge. Enjoy your membership. You'll now have unlimited, unrestricted access to our 34 custom emojis for the duration of a month. So have fun using those custom emojis. They're there to be had fun with, so make sure that you use them as a way, if not as a way to say thanks to the gifter, then at least to have fun with it. Hope that everybody says thanks to you, Mark, for their gifted membership. Thank you so much from my end for your generosity. You really didn't have to do that, but you went ahead and did it anyway. A warm welcome to the Aurora Sky Lounge, to the new 10 members. Retro Transavia assigned to the Kaagbaan, says Buddy. That's good news. I already thought it would be because of the way it is approaching the Netherlands, but you never know. It has happened before that airplanes were entering the Netherlands from the southwest and still got assigned the wrong runway. It happens on occasion. But it is still 11 o'clock. We're in the middle of the time slot that 2 runways are open for inbound traffic. So I'm not expecting any runway inspections anytime soon. It might be that as we come to the end of this current period of 2 runways for inbound traffic, that the bird control will inspect the Kaagbaan, because that will stay open then as primary runway after the closure of the Amsterdam. So they usually check the primary runway shortly before closing the secondary runway. But during that period, all traffic that normally would have been assigned to the primary runway will of course be diverted to the, if you can call it that, to the secondary runway. That way, on occasion it happens that airplanes arriving from the west get assigned to the runway that caters to traffic from the east. Flores says Lufty 747 passing right overhead in a minute. Southwest to northeast, 32k feet. Well, I think I might be able to hear it as well. I'm pretty sure I hear it, Flores. The thing is, I'm pretty sure if you're in Utrecht looking up, you can see the same as I am. This is what overhead is looking like right now over here. Maybe I'm able to catch a glimpse. I'm not even seeing the contrail to begin with. Yeah, I was able to hear something. I'm pretty sure I heard it, but I wasn't able to see it. So big picture wise, this is what things look like right now. Polderbaan still in use for departures with, is that an SAS A321neo? Just having taken off from there. Center runway closed right now. One runway open. Hey, and a fishy caught by Gary Grebe. It's going to bring it to one of the young, undoubtedly. Fresh sashimi. Oh, we still have to go for sushi, don't we? Yes. Yes. And when did you have in mind to do that? Now? Well, I'm not going to. Still have a stream to finish. I'm working. Can't you see? Can't you see I'm working? Oh. I thought maybe the parent was going to take it, but... Okay, which one of you is thinnest? Who is the servant of the fishy, the fresh sashimi? Me. Last few times we saw that the parent... Oh yeah, so there you go. The parent is taking it. Oh, you bitch. Or you asshole. Not sure if it's the father or the mother. You bitch or asshole.
With the head up.
Oh, yum. Yeah. And the baby grieves. What are you doing? That was supposed to be for us. We still have to grow. It's because I have to keep listening to you guys moaning all the time. Oh, nature is so cruel.
She's laughing about it.
Yeah. Nature is so goddamn cruel.
Stupid fairy.
And you wonder sometimes why children kill their parents.
Because you didn't give me that fish years ago.
A whole childhood of negligence. That's what you can expect at some point. In the meantime, a massive big thanks to avgeeks. Vielen Dank für deine Unterstützung für deine schöne Wörter. Happy birthday, boy. Thank you so much, avgeeks. And thank you so much for not only for the kind words, but for the donation too. You really didn't have to donate anything, mate. Thank you so much for the kind words. They're still swimming behind the parent in disbelief. What happened just now?
One of them just got a fresh fishy.
One of the children?
The other one didn't. So
Oh, okay, so there's one still. Who's still wanting for one? The left one or the right one? Who got? The left one got a fish, so the right one still has to get one. I hope it's being distributed equally. They do look similar size, don't they? Right. Well, as long as they still get fishy, both of them. Hey Clementia, goedemorgen. And thank you so much. Dankjewel. Bas says that Mario tune is catchy. I was just out in the garden harvesting mouse melons and I was whistling the tune. Damn. Bank robber incoming. Hide the loot. This is Air Canada Flight 900 arriving from Montreal. 7879 Dreamliner. Hey Martin, thank you so much. John, good morning. Thank you Martin as well. Martin and Martin. Martin and Martin, thank you both. And John Logan is celebrating 11 months of membership. It's the last month having a yellow badge for you, mate. Enjoy it while you still can. There's a green badge waiting for you within the month. Nice fluffy baby grebes. Indeed they are. They are nice and fluffy. I was already noticing they seem to be pretty evenly sized, so it does seem that the parents are treating both of them equally. They are doing a decent job. Yeah, definitely. Oh, trying to kick the baby. Shut up. Low-key child abuse. Bart de Reu, another southerly neighbor tuning in from Belgium. Belgium, oi, oi, oi.
My fellow Belgians.
Belgians in de chat, laat je horen. Make yourself be heard is what I was scanting in Dutch. Make yourselves be heard. That's a very un-Belgian thing to do. What? Alright, more arrivals. It's narrow bodies for the time being. It's 737-700 arriving from Birmingham. And behind it, Transavia arriving from Barcelona. Another Transavia will be following after that, arriving from Alicante. It's a 737-700 first, A321neo next, and then a 737-800. This 700 doesn't come equipped with a Karen cabin. Karen will just have to sit in the main cabin with the plebs. PU, disgusting. Ordinary people. Ugh. Looking at the apron, the cargo apron, we've seen arrivals. I have yet to see the first airplane getting pushed back and leave. It is rather busy, so you'd think somewhere in the upcoming hours there ought to be one or two leaving as well. I didn't check the outbound schedule. Cargo airplanes are notoriously unreliable when it comes to their planning. They're scheduled to be leaving at a certain time. Almost never does that happen. Hey, look, it's the retro Transavia with the cute boop the snoot snooty. Ooh, cutie. Transavia arriving from Barcelona. Flight 5132. 1 hour 55 minutes underway. And the airplane a year old. First flight July 2025. We saw it getting delivered last year. We were standing right here and it was going to the Aalsmeerbaan. Bada bing, bada boom. Floaty landing, yep. Nicely done. There you go. Retro Transavia, what a looker. Still the best looking plane in the current fleet of Transavia in my humble opinion. John Mackenzie, he was able to also write a message in between the many gifted memberships just now. Made 50, are you kidding? John Mackenzie, thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much for the many gifted memberships. I hope that all the 50 recipients of gifted memberships are going to say thank you and will enjoy their gifted membership. 34 custom emojis at your disposal for a month. Make sure to use those custom emojis as a way to say thanks to John or to any of the other gifters of memberships for that matter. If you receive a gifted membership, using custom emoji is a way to say thanks. A nice one at that. John, thank you so much for both the birthday wishes and the many gifted memberships that you really didn't have to gift, mate. Insane. Don't spend money on AMS Live if you need it yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Sometimes some people are getting really enthusiastic and are very generous in donating, and that's all well and good if you can miss the money, because if you need it yourself, I would feel very uncomfortable knowing that you gave money to AMS Live if you needed it yourself. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Is everything still working? It does seem that everything is still working, right? My flight radar is not responding, and I've had that now connecting to the internet over my internet connection that I'm also using to upload the stream with. Here on my end, it still seems to be working. Flight radar server not responding. That usually is indicative of a bad internet connection. My live chat is still updating though. So it does seem that that is still working. Michael DCA is also back in the chat. Good to see you. And Maku Montgomery as well. Good morning, mate, and welcome back. Happy Sunday. Everything's still working? Okay. Well, usually the internet connection on my phone is the canary in the coal mine, so to speak, the proverbial canary in the coal mine. Usually when something starts going wrong with the internet connection, I see it on my phone first. Stream and Flight Radar are working. Well, in that case, it's just my phone connection, probably. Let me temporarily switch off the Wi-Fi, use my 5G. Yeah, and now Flight Radar is working again, so definitely something between my phone and the modem then that is hicking up. As long as the connection of my laptop is still working, do see that we have dropped in number of viewers significantly, so I think there might have been a hiccup to some. David Wolf, good to see ya. Welcome back, mate. And 747 getting pushed back. One of the cargo luxes, no, one of the atlases. Ciao Enrique and Roberto, buongiorno e tanti auguri. Thank you so much, fellas. Grazie mille. There is a bizjet on final 236 right, DC Bay. Let me have a look. Is it visible already? Yep, I've got a visual on it. There's an Embraer 190 arriving from Brussels, passing by behind me, which I'm not going to film. Instead, let's have a quick look at this little bizzer. This is the DC Bay Airways, arriving from Munich. Cessna Citation Sovereign with registration DCBAY Delta Charlie Bravo Alpha Yankee C-Bay H0000NA. You don't ask a bizjet her age. Martin reporting a mini glitch the second the Transavia Retro arrived. Well, maybe that was also the glitch that caused the flight radar on my phone to hiccup. The browser through which I am seeing the chat was still functional. That kept updating. But I got a notification on Flight Radar in the Flight Radar app that the connection to the server was lost. And it regained the connection the moment I switched off the Wi-Fi. We'll see. Oh, Chinese Triple is following this airplane. Going to the wrong runway. Royal Air Maroc arriving from Nador in the meantime is coming in on Kaagbaan. Now, I do love me a Royal Air Maroc. Looking behind. Yeah, that's going to happen more or less simultaneously. We'll have to switch from one to the other really quickly. Yeah, breaking away. Breaking away. Alright, Royal Air Maroc. Arriving from Nador, which is in Morocco in the north of Africa. Right. Let's see what happens if I re-enable the Wi-Fi, see if Flight Radar starts hicking up again or if the connection is working as it should. Hey Marissa, also back in the chat, good to see ya. Goedemorgen. Bernd J. Guten Morgen und herzlich willkommen. Good to see ya. Welcome back, mate. Happy Sunday to you all. You're still watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. We are here at Kaagbaan, runway 06, primary runway for arrivals. If you guys have been enjoying the show thus far, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so as well. Yeah, flight radar starts hicking up again, so I am going to disengage the Wi-Fi and continue using my phone with 5G. The Chinese triple on its last legs to the Smeerbaan. There it is. And the number 175. Two number 175s actually coming in for the Kaagbaan. KLM flight 1070 arriving from Southampton. David Blom, goedemorgen. And David Wolf is celebrating 10 months of membership, and just like that, another month has flown by. Yep. If you don't look and pay attention, before you know it, you'll start being a member for more than a year, and you can kiss that yellow badge goodbye. 2 more months, and you'll start getting a green one. Congratulations, and thank you so much for the long-lasting support, David Wolf. It's always a pleasure to have you in our chat, whether you are down under or back in the Netherlands. Hope you're still enjoying the membership. If anything is amiss, do let me know what you feel needs to change, and I'll see what I can do to make it better for you and all the other members. David Wolf, congratulations and thank you so much. 10 months of membership. Maku Montgomery tuning in from Korea, or are you saying good morning to Korea? Adam says, Toto Africa, super. Yep, indeed. Whenever somebody is tuning in from Africa, we can use it. Atlas is on the move. And KLM 1428, arriving from Lyon, is going to be landing here next. Alright. Up next, EasyJet arriving from Nice, which is nice. Time for me to have a sip of vodka. Make sure you drink your Jupiler. Oh yeah. Je pintje, indeed. You're welcome. Gears out. EasyJet flight 27954 arriving from Nice, which is nice. Embraer 175 behind it, also arriving from Nice, which is also nice. KLM flight 1474. And after that we are going to get KLM flight 604 arriving from LAX. And I wonder, is that visible already? Are the clouds now in the way? Might well be the case. In the meantime, Queens everywhere. Lisa is sitting here. There's a 747 from Atlas behind me. I think one of them is going to cross the runway pretty soon. Or, slowly but surely making its way over. Ooh, check it out. 40 months of membership. That's not 14, but 40. 40 for Marissa. And suddenly it has been 40 months. And she seems to be surprised by it. Time flies, doesn't it? That's 3 years and 4 months already in the pocket. And that makes Marissa one of our longest standing members. Congratulations, Marissa. And thank you so much for the long-lasting support. Not just as a member, of course, but also as a very valued moderator. I hope that both are still very much to your taste. And if anything can be improved or if you have any suggestions, do let me know. It's always a great pleasure to have you in our midst. I hope maybe we'll also get a chance someday to meet in person. That would be terrific. But it's always a great pleasure to have you in the chat. I hope you keep coming back with joy for a long time to come. If not as a mod or as a member, then at least as a regular recurring visitor. But congratulations and thank you so much for all the support. Massive, massive, massive support. 40 months a member and also a mod for a very long time already. And a very good one at that as well. All the mods are good. Marissa is certainly one of the longest ones. Hey, patch of open sky. And a twin jet coming this way. So there are still contrails visible if the sky opens up a little. Baby grebes still complaining that they want more fish. And those parents have to put up with it. Okay, we might get parallel crossings. Wouldn't that be something? We have a 747 over here. But also a Chinese triple over there. China. Singapore A350 says Earth. Is that so? Also, oh, is it? Are they? Is it going to happen? Is this going to be happening? Nah, it can't be. They're not. Or are they?
No, it's too close.
The Atlas is standing at the one furthest away, and the triple is coming to the one closest by. Caleb Flight 601 is approaching behind me and is going to land. Lance, good morning, mate. Good to see ya. Hope it was well, mate. Ooh, that's looking bright all of a sudden. The sun shining on the airplane's livery makes it almost glow. Well, triple, hurry up. The 747 is going. The 747 is going. Yeah, so 2 occasions for a runway crossing then. Or are they going to go one after the other? Hey, Hans says, good news! The SkyTeam Embraer 190 has reappeared. Looks like the internet was wrong about it being WFU. We haven't seen it in a while. That's certainly true. Hey, is that an A330 getting pushed back or is that arriving? Oh, could have arrived on the other runway, right? Lance is still breathing. I'm happy for that, mate. I'm happy to hear that. Not yet, not yet. But soon, but soon. How soon? Well, not yet. What's that A330? Is that an arrival or has that just been pushed back? Let me zoom in. Don't see it on the inbound, so I think it might have been pushed back just now. We're still waiting for the triple to cross the runway. It's not happening yet. Hey RDW, goedemorgen. Yusuf, goedemorgen, good morning. Klaas wonders if we can use the music before 9:45 if we wait for the stream. I don't think it's going to attract a lot of viewers if we do that, mate. If we want to slowly kill the channel, it might be a good idea, but I don't think it's very if you're not in the crowd appreciative of the music already, I don't think it's going to lure in new people that easy. Don't think it's contributing. E2 Embraer 195 having arrived from Glasgow. There's an A330 also coming this way by the looks of it. Yeah, has been pushed back, says Marissa. Thought so. So another runway crossing in the making. It's 11:28 and that should mean that in 10 or so minutes from now the secondary runway for arrivals will close again, making the Kaagbaan runway 06 the only runway for inbound traffic until approximately 1 o'clock. Unfortunately for us, the Emirates A380 today is expected around 1:30 and that makes it an arrival to runway 36 right, which will reopen again around 1 o'clock and will stay open until approximately 2. Mind you, we are still able to see the A380 land here when it does quite well from where we are standing. It's just not on the same... Oh, it did just land, says Mary Naomi. Okay. Okay, well, in that case, just the triple that's going to cross the runway then. I wasn't seeing it on flight radar with my inbound filter enabled. So I was assuming that the A330 had been pushed back since I wasn't able to see it on flight radar with, with inbound enabled. And indeed, VSEX is on final. There it is, the Embraer 190 SkyTeam livery, back from the dead. Just a slight glimpse of it. Yeah, that's where we lose it. So now we need to look in the back to see it rolling out. But it is back from the dead, the SkyTeam Embraer 190. We did think last time it had been terminated with just the 737 remaining. Well, we're happy to confirm there are still 2 airplanes in the SkyTeam livery in KLM's fleet as of now. And for a moment last week it looked like we still had 3 with the what was it again? Garuda Indonesia, also in the SkyTeam livery, 777-300. It was as if the BVD was back in her old form. First 767 of the show, United Airlines Flight 20 arrived from Houston in Texas. 33 years old already, first flight May 1993. What were you doing back in 1993, Lisa?
Chilling in the cauliflowers.
Chilling in the cauliflowers. I think I was in my penultimate year in elementary school, having just learned the first words of English. Ah, I'm hearing engines spooling up. That means we also need to spool up a bit of music. Here we go. same time, a massive big thanks to Bernd Jot for your generous donation for a drink. Thanks for the weekend stream. Thank you so much for your kind words and for your donation, mate. You really didn't have to donate anything, but I'll happily take that drink from you and we'll drink it with great enjoyment. Thank you so much for the kind words, and I'm happy to hear you are enjoying the weekend stream. Hope everybody is. Don't forget to leave a like if you want to help this channel grow, if you are enjoying what you're seeing thus far. Transavia arriving from Olbia, flight 6914. One of their A321neos. Is there still traffic coming to 36 right, I wonder? There's not any more at the time being. Lance says 1993, I was crewing a PBY Catalina 1942 flying boat up the Zambezi River in as you do. Klaas says in 1993 I was bored with the bad boom 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 music. What? Yeah, now the pinnacle of boom 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 music was in the late 1990s. The early 1990s, not so much. Boom 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 boom. Now that was even from later, wasn't it? I think so. Okay, it looks like the secondary runway has closed again for business, and everything now from east and west going to the right runway. Paul also back in the chat, and he also says good morning to Lisa. Good morning from Paul.
Good morning, Paul.
Next up, KLM flight 954 arrived from Newcastle, 737-700. Gary in Amsterdam also back in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Happy Sunday. The cloudiness is increasing, though it's not looking like it's going to get overly clouded. At least for the time being, the sun is still able to find gaps between the clouds every now and then. Wind is variable. One moment there's hardly any, the other it's a bit more windy. Oh, no, it is definitely still going. It wasn't an arrival, it's a departure. Here we go. Air China Cargo. Air China Cargo having crossed the runway. Looking around, I heard the baby grebes and was looking if I could see them. They don't seem to be that close by, but they are making such loud noise that they are quite easily audible from afar. 2 airplanes on the glide slope. Transavia flight 6006 arriving from Porto in Portugal up first, 737-800. Behind it on the left is an Embraer 190 arriving from Aberdeen. Already the next airplane behind it, a 777-300 which is arriving from Vancouver. Let's see, what else is coming? Narrow bodies for the most part. Although, looking over the Gulf of Yorkshire, I do see Delta Airlines Flight 136 arriving from Detroit, Michigan, and behind it an A350, World Flight Corendon, coming this way. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me.
I wanted to.
Where are the parents? Oh, there are the parents. There's one of them. There's a coot in the background doing morning cardio. Ah, there's the other parent. But no fishy. No fishy. That's not good. Ad, goedemorgen. Bilbo Swaggins. Love the name. The weather looks a bit more forgiving today, huh? Well, at the moment it isn't. It's absolutely boiling. Yeah. No wind right now. Then again, it is definitely a bit more cloudy now than it has been in previous days. At moments like this, it's getting really warm. I think I'm also starting to develop a slight headache. I might have to take something to kill the pain before it starts worsening. German Airways, das far. Thus far we have had 2 747s, and we're not going to get more of them, unfortunately, before the A380. Gravity tuning in from France, good morning. Dennis, goedemorgen. Welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined. Nathalie, goedemorgen. Yeah, wide-bodies are approaching over the Gulf of Yorkshire from the west, being preceded by a couple of narrow-bodies from both the west and the east still. Let's have a quick look. Yep, here we go. One of those pink ones. Let's also grab the white ones. Drugs. Candy. Now lay them on the camping table. First film the next arrival. Wide body coming in. KLM flight 682 arriving from Vancouver, Canada. 777-300 8 hours 28 minutes underway. This is the Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Uniform BVU. 8-year-old machine. First flight September 2017. Is it only going to get worse from here? What, the headaches or what? I think I might have to step up my vodka game. Make sure I stay hydrated adequately. Quick, 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 quick. Feed me, feed me, feed me. Lisa also indicating that she wants a drink. The headache might also be a remnant from yesterday. I slept on the couch yesterday, not because Lisa kicked me out of bed, but because it was just too goddamn warm in the bedroom for me. Even with a fan blowing, it was still too warm. So I went down to the living room, which was a few degrees cooler. Couches aren't that comfortable to sleep on, I can tell you. And it also doesn't help if lightning starts roaring in the distance. Alright, SAS with an Embraer 195 arriving from Oslo. Flight 821. Parent grebe, baby grebes in zebra livery. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Oh, they are so cute, aren't they? Oh, another pushback, another runway crossing in the making. That's Qatar. Did we see that arrive this morning? Did we?
I did.
You did. I was probably busy.
Setting up.
Ah, Martin warns me that this is only going to get worse from here. The gradual decline into senility and the aches and pains. Oh, I love the way that sounds, mate. And here I was thinking that me going to the gym 4 times a week to stay strong is going to help me.
Senility?
Well, not with the senility, but it is going to help the physical decline. That's already happening right now when I have to crouch behind the laptop. Went leg pressing for the first time since a couple of weeks, and I did do leg extensions before, but it's as if you didn't do any training and started lifting heavily from day one. Soreness that lingers for a few days. It should get better going forward. Like wait, baby. Most importantly, keep repeatedly working out, doing the same exercises, so that it doesn't, so that you don't get that initial soreness again. That's the most important thing to do. I think you can hear the triple's engine starting. Oh, another pushback. Chinese here in the foreground. That was KLM Flight 1788 arrived from Hanover. Embraer 175. Dr. Drax, good morning. Ooh. Easy, mate.
Yeah, they're over there, bro. You lost your children.
You lost your children. They're over there.
Away from you.
We're still waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh, what?
You know, he's swimming quite fast. Oh, don't care.
Surprise attack on the children.
Yeah, don't you run from me. Surprise attack on the children.
But there's another one in the background, or oh no, that's just a branch. That's just a branch. Yeah, well, that's what you get. They take their fish, they swim away from them. Grebes aren't exactly giving off a good example of parenthood here today. Alright. KLM flight 1762, arriving from Bremen. Next up will be Delta Airlines flight 136, arriving from Detroit, Michigan. That's going to be an A330-300. Grebes over there, and 2 triples. Double headshot, they're looking us straight in the face, long distance headshots. Quite nice to see. The A330 is approaching from behind. Eric says, I just read that there was a dog on the Polderbaan today. What? How did it get there? It must have swam to the other side.
Surrounded by water. All the way.
Water and fences.
Like,
Where there are bridges, there's fence work.
huh? How? Poor doggo.
As long as it didn't get sucked into an engine. Hey, is that the Dash 8 leaving? Yep, it is. I think it is. There's the Dash 8 100 Coast Guard leaving. As Marissa was indicating, was just busy taking a sip of vodka. But still luckily in time to see it. And here Delta Airlines 136 arriving from Detroit, Michigan. And boom, nose gear touchdown. And reversers. That's a full bingo card landing there. And Lon says that the dog was yesterday go around by KLM resulted. The pilot told ATC it was a dog around as reported. That's odd, isn't it? How on earth did it get there? Yeah, obvious answer is that somebody let their dog swim in that canal and it got across the runway area. Yeah, implies it wasn't on a leash, and also bad dog ownership. Peter K asks, did you watch the eclipse? I did. Had a camera directed at the sun all the while. Still had some astrosolar foil that I used for an older telescope years ago. The foil still works, so I've placed it over my camera and looked through that with some zoom. Over here it was a 90% coverage, so it was okay. It's not the same as getting a full 100% coverage and seeing the corona, of course. That was KLM flight 1284, arriving from Aalborg, Embraer 175. I'm going to turn the camera now because next to land here is Corendon World to Fly flight 5990, and that's an A350-900. I think the very first one of today's show. Well, we did see Finnair while setting up, but that was of course when the camera wasn't rolling yet. And there's Mikey, the bloody magpie. Shake, shake. Looking at us, shaking.
Nice view.
Yeah, that was lovely to see. Corendon World to Fly 5990, arriving from Willemstad, Curaçao, 9 hours 19 minutes on the way. It's the Easy NZF, November Zulu Foxtrot, 3 years old, first flight May 2023. Behind it, Delta Airlines flight 144, arriving from Seattle, Washington. That's an A330neo. John says apparently they asked the dog how it was feeling after its close call with the plane, and it said ruff. Keep them coming, mate. It's stuff like this what keeps me going. It's the banter that always cracks me up. Sander says, planning to go to Spain next year with a buddy of mine to see a full eclipse in Spain. When is that going to be happening? When is that going to be taking place? And where in Spain do you need to be? Do you need to be anywhere in Spain, or particularly the north or the south? You know what time it is, guys? China Southern Cargo crossing the runway. August 2nd, 2027, says Peter K. I am assuming you're talking about the same eclipse that Sander was also referring to. So almost exactly a year from when this one happened. Awesome. World and fly, ask Yusuf. Not yet. The dot is still in place. JP Mac Aviation, good morning. Welcome back, mate. Finally, a bit of wind. Delta Airlines said 144 is arriving from Seattle, Washington. It's an A330neo. 8 hours 55 minutes on the way. The November 410 Delta Zulu, 5 years old. Years old, first flight April 2021. Hey, Jas tuning in from Bangkok in Thailand. Nice, mate. Hey, Batsy also back. Long time no see indeed, mate. Hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome to AMS Live. My name is Boy and we are here at Kaagbaan, runway 06, the primary runway for arrivals and only runway for the time being until 1 o'clock or so. After that, from 1 till 2, runway 36 right should also open as secondary runway like it did before between 10:40 and 11:40. That means, unfortunately, that today's Emirates A380, which is still underway to the Netherlands, should be landing on the wrong runway, but that runway we can still see quite well from here. The Emirates A380 is expected around 1:30, so in 1.5 hours or so from now. If you don't have to be anywhere, stick around, plenty more coming. We're going to catch them all just like Pokemon. If you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to say hi and introduce yourselves. It isn't mandatory to introduce yourselves, but it is always appreciated when people tell us who they are, where they're from. If you're new to the channel or to the Netherlands or to AMS Live, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Quite a few people are watching. Together they know quite a lot and will happily try to answer any of the questions you may have. There's no such thing as a stupid question, but you might get silly answers here. A couple of narrow bodies for the time being, and then I see another Indigo arriving from Oslo. Is that Indigo or is it Norse? That's the question. 2 Embraer 190s coming in first, and then a KLM 777-300 after that. Indigo looking to become number 4. Jay Dillon is also tuning in from Pittsburgh. Welcome back, mate. Silkenator, goedemorgen. Just on the brink of being in time. On the brink of being too late, I should say. Is there anybody watching right now from a part of the world where people don't start saying good afternoon from 12 o'clock? I think that's probably a uniform rule in the world. People saying morning until 12, and then from 12 until probably 6 or so, they say good afternoon. And then from 6 usually people start saying good evening. I think good night is not really strictly defined. So over here, for another 2 minutes, people would say good morning and then they would start saying good afternoon. Joost tuning in from Huizen, not too far away from here. 2 airplanes on the glide slope. Embraer 190 arrived from Genoa. And the 777 from KLM arrived from Panama City. The gear already out. KLM flight 1644 arriving from Genoa. Lose the 1 and it becomes KLM flight 644, which is a flight arriving from New York. But that's a bigger airplane. Is there an exception to the rule? 4-digit flight numbers, short haul, 3-digit flight numbers for KLM, long haul. I wonder if there's an exception to the rule. Obviously, anything starting with 9 or 99 are relocation flights and aren't formal flight numbers. I think the mechanism is 4-digit flight number for KLM is a short haul flight, 3 digits is long haul. 3 digits starting with a 7 is Latin America, with a 6 United States, with a 5 is a continent called... Oh. there is a structure to it. KLM flight 758 arriving from Panama City. 777-300. Right, Edinburgh is 3 digits, London City is as well. Interesting, because London has 4 digits. Really odd. Right. The wind is picking up again. It's on and off. One moment you're sitting here getting blown away almost, and the next moment it's barely blowing at all. Right now, the proxy windsock in the form of a Luxon flag, and also indicative is the rippling in the water, now also becoming more apparent. Next up, Indigo, or at least flight radar says it's Indigo. It's arriving from Oslo, operated by Norse. Flight 9802, relocation flight, probably. The Lima November Romeo, LNR, 1 hour 28 minutes on the way. 9 years old, first flight July 2017. Let's see what else is in the pipeline after this. E2 Embraer, A330, 737, A321, BizJet, hey, PAV, Atlantic Air Solutions, operated by Pro Air Aviation, arriving from Olbia. Okay. Passing by, so now it's Indigo. Hey, something yellow getting pushed back in the background.
This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
All right, cool. And it seems that we've crossed through 500 likes, or at least that's what Maria is celebrating. Thank you all so much, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway to an airplane dance. It's been a long time since we last had one of those. Who knows, maybe we'll get there. Arjan, goedemiddag, good to see you, mate. Hope all is well. Welcome to the show, everybody else who may have joined in the meantime. You're watching AMS Live. My name is Boy. 2747s have already landed here. Those are going to be the only ones before the A380. The A380 is going to be the last airplane of today. It's going to be landing here around 1:30. Should be landing on the wrong runway, unfortunately, but we should still be able to see it quite well from here. The grebes have stolen the aquatic part of the show, for the most part. Here on land, the coots are ruling supreme. Two coots over there, having a nibble. And of course, parallel departures with 36 center now also in use. And we can see the departures from there right from behind. So if there's something interesting taking off from center, let me know. Now, let's see what else is coming. Shamrock, another Delta, KLM widebody, EasyJet. Hey, lot coming in from Germany, still far away. Hey, Mia also coming in from Beirut, just entered into Germany. Yeah, it's still a bit away. Now, where is it now? Is it in Austria? I think it has just crossed into Austria. Emirates Flight 147. Still an hour and 21 minutes underway, so that makes its estimated time of arrival 1:27. Yeah, the Emirates A380 almost certainly going to be landing on the wrong runway here today. But mind you, we still are going to be able to see it quite well from here. In the meantime, there is KLM Flight 765 arriving from Bonaire. Yusuf says you should dance for the camera if we hit 1,000 views. I'm not a dancing monkey who is going to dance just because you guys want to. You guys will have to work for it. You guys need to step up and up your liking game a bit. I'm not going to lower my standards. You guys need to raise yours. Elingus A321 inbound says Super Zero, indeed, but not before an E2 Embraer 195 is going to arrive from Leeds, and a couple of Transavias as well. Thessalonica and Thessaloniki and Preveza. Thessalonica and Prevezzi. Prevezzi. Sounds Italian, but it is Greek. Hadi Marike, goedemorgen. Yeah, that BizJet is now on final to 36 right. Might well do a breakaway landing like most of the BizJets that have been on the glide slope to 36 right have done thus far. I'm looking to my right to see if I can already spot it, but I'm not able to just yet. It won't be long before it will start to become visible, I think. It's always a bit harder to spot when they are so small. Patience is a virtue. A virtue that I don't possess. But allegedly it is a virtue. E2 Embraer 195 arriving from Leeds. KLM Flight 1020. Moaning, whining. Yeah. So much for being so much more quiet.
Can you hear it?
If we were to give it a nickname, we should call the E2 Embraers Karen. Oh, I want to speak to the manager.
Is that so?
Klaas has to sign off for lunch. Enjoy, mate. If we don't see you back, then until soon. The A300 is rolling this way. And it's going to cross the runway sometime soon. Mercer says Iceland Air sending their Loftideer Icelandic 757 ETA 1242. That's a special livery one, isn't it? Which one is it? I'm so much looking forward to that. That's good news indeed. Any 757 from Iceland Air is good to begin with, but if it is a special livery, it's even better. Right, there is Transavia, dime in a dozen. Let's have a look at the bizjet that's now also in visual range. PAV 631 arriving from Olbia. Atlantic Air Solutions, operated by Pro Air Aviation. Doing a not really Atlantic flight. "17-year-old machine, Cessna Citation, CJ2 Plus." Which I'm not sure if it's going... Oh, bastard! The bastard DHL! Too late. That is such a shame. Missed out on that one. Hey Naomi, goedemiddag. Good to see you again. Hope all is well. Livestream is standing on, and in the meantime preparing a street fest. That sounds good. At least decent weather for a street fest. Not prohibitively warm anymore. Indeed, Buzz, lots of cargo planes leaving, but it was already quite full to begin with, so assuming one or two are going to land in the duration of the stream, there are also a few that need to leave, of course, to make room. This is Transavia flight 5792 arriving from Preveza. Loftideer Icelandic is its own airline, but part of the Iceland Air Group. The 757 is their only aircraft. Okay. What does it look like then? Hmm. 12:42. It's estimated time of arrival, so it must be underway. I can see it already. What does it look like? Oh, it's... Have we seen that one before? Don't think we have. Iceland Air Flight 500. I'm not sure. I do remember having seen an Iceland Air 757 with a black tail, but in my memory it was a completely black tail and not with this wavy pattern or whatever you want to call it. Interesting. Interesting. Will be interesting to see. It's going to be landing here. That's for sure. Splishy splashy over there. I'm not sure what happened there. If those were fish or aquatic birds. something happening over there. Cool. 757s are always welcome, but rare ones or ones that we haven't seen before are even more welcome. Okay, then trip 737 with a carrying cabin in the back. McWild, good morning. Good morning to you, good afternoon for us here. Hope it was well made. That was KLM flight 1164 arriving from Bergen. Next up, Shamrock flight 604 arriving from Dublin, Ireland, A321neo. Big picture wise, looking to the north, this is what it now looks like. Looking directly up, blue skies, mostly. So things have opened up a little bit. Looking to the west, currently it looks like so. So it also looks like things are opening a little. In fact, we can even see Delta Airlines flight 164 turning base. No, turning downwind. There it is. Visibility is good. That is Delta Airlines flight 164 A330 arriving from Minneapolis, turning downwind. Looking to the east, things look like so. And lastly, looking to the south, things look like this. Boss says audio seems to be gone. Is that so? Nice glide slope shot here with Shamrock in the foreground and KLM in the background. KLM is the 777 arriving from Lima in Peru. And over here we have Aer Lingus flight 604 arriving from Dublin, Ireland. A321neo, 1 hour precisely on the way, and that is nominal. Brand new airplane, first flight January 2026. I see another 747 pushback in progress in the background. Is that Cargo Lux, the one that we saw land here? I think it might be. Ah! Boss restarted the stream and now the audio is working again. That's good. Happy to hear that. Yeah, let me also start Wi-Fi again on my phone. Initially, I got problems with the connection to Flight Radar when I was on the Wi-Fi that I'm also uploading the stream with. Usually, an indication of something not good happening or about to happen with the internet connection. That that luckily didn't happen. The live chat kept working, but 5G was necessary to keep Flight Radar working. Wi-Fi once again working, and it does seem that the Flight Radar is working again on my phone, so that's good. Cargo Lux to Luxembourg. Cargo Lux to Luxembourg, that means center runway departure? Probably. Means we can get a nice butt shot. First a head shot, then a butt shot. All ends of the spectrum over here on AMS Live.
We're all on the spectrum.
We're all on the spectrum, that's for sure. I'll have a drink to that. Oh. Bending over. Oof. The back. Oof. Oh man. Stay hydrated, Lise. Drink your Jupiler. The only thing she drinks, Jupiler. Proper Belgian. Really? Hey Dick, goedemiddag. Good to see ya. Pvip says, awesome. It will fly over me with a nice roar then before turning on final. Which one? Ah, the Cargolux. Ah, you live in the vicinity of Luxembourg, I assume. Nice. Something nice to look forward to then. Is that one of the parent grebes who just dove under with... Yeah, he does have a fishy. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Parent grebe, baby greblings, and there was another grebe underway. Oh, there it is already, with fishy. Is the parent going to get it, or is it going to one of the kids? That's the question now. Yeah, who needs it more? Me, 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 me. The first arrival. Yeah.
The other one is too late.
Yeah.
Tough.
So, rule number 1, stay close to your siblings and then make sure you're a bit ahead of them.
Oh, next.
Flappy leggy. So apparently restless legs syndrome also something that is affecting grebes. Both old ones and young ones. Hey, ciao Gilberto, good to see you again, mate. DB Basement also back, good to see you. Marco, goedemiddag. And you're welcome, mate. Right. Grebies, Queenies, and KLM flight 1944 arriving from Basel on final. Behind it, Delta Airlines flight 164 arriving from Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's the A330 that we saw turning downwind a couple of minutes ago. I do see that flight radar is hicking up again on my phone. Yeah, already getting the no longer able to connect to the server notification. So something with my flight radar on my phone today that doesn't allow me to use the Wi-Fi. That's okay as long as the stream keeps flowing without any interruptions. I'll happily use my 5G to provide my data for the flight radar and the live chat. Oddly enough, the live chat hasn't given any hiccups yet, regardless of which source I used, Wi-Fi or 5G. Flight radar seems to be a bit more finicky today. You snooze, you lose. Indeed it is like that, Michael. Now, I don't want to sneeze and lose out on the A330 coming in.
You snooze, you lose.
You snooze, you lose. What's this? Coming in. Herpa derpa derpa. It's the herpa derpa derpa. Herpa miniatuur modellen. 75 euros. Oh yeah. Flock of birds coming in the direction of where the airplanes are flying. I think they flew lower. They don't seem to be coming in the vicinity of the airplane. Right, next up, Delta Airlines flight 164, arriving from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah, the flock of birds is lower. No need to be worried. Marissa says, I feel that the 75 years is also outdated by now. I think you're right. Then again, it hasn't stopped KLM 6 years already from flying with the KLM 100 years without updating it. I wonder how long ago it was when Herpa was celebrating its 75th birthday. Venero is sending a message from the North Sea. How awesome that you're streaming right now. Are currently in the descent from San Jose. Awesome. Are you in the cockpit or are you a passenger? Cargolux has begun to move. BA flight 432 is arrived from London Heathrow, A320 next to land. And after that, KLM flight 948. There you go, another example of a 3-digit flight number that's short haul. Arriving from Belfast. Interesting. So I thought I saw some logic in the flight numbers, but guess there is no logic to find. Or maybe there is, but I'm still not seeing it. Please enlighten me if I'm missing something obvious out. Here we go, BA, arriving from London Heathrow. Queenie is coming and will be crossing the over the closest passage. Fenno is passenger. Are you seated on the right hand side, Fenno? It was painted in the 75 years in July 2024, says Marissa. So yeah, it is at 77 now then. They must repaint it. Stat. Alright, in the meantime, KLM flight 948 is arriving from Belfast, and that's an Embraer 190. Stuart Little is dying for a sound effect. London, yes, London.
You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
Cargolux is ready to cross the runway, but it will have to wait. The Embraer 190 behind me is getting close by. You guys do know what's coming next now, don't you? You're all waiting for it. You're already hearing it in your mind's eye. In your mind's ear. All right. Are you guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? Here we go. Okie dokie. Looking at the flight path of KLM 1354, I'm wondering what's going on there. Looks like it is going to the wrong runway already. As does TAP Air Portugal. Have they closed the Kaagbaan? I'm wondering. And if so, did they do that just now? TAP seems to be going to 36 right as well. Okay. You guys tell me. Does it say on LVNO that they've closed the Kaagbaan? Makes you wonder.
No, not yet.
It is quite remarkable to see that they are currently directing all airplanes to 36 right, seemingly. That can either mean they're doing a runway, or they're going to do a runway inspection on 06 in a minute from now. Yeah, of course, if somebody reported seeing something on the runway, this might happen. Then again, it might also be a case of premature runway closure. I'm not sure if that is warranted though. Let me crouch behind the laptop. Why don't we open up the METAR website and have a look while we still have some time. Reload the METAR page so that we can see the current weather and the wind, most importantly. Well, variable 5 knots, so that means they can go either way. Visibility is good. We don't have a ceiling, so there's no need to assume they're going to do something in that regards. Current runway use, not always the most accurate, but a reload will tell us that they are still doing parallel departures and Kaagbaan is the only runway open for arrivals. Now that doesn't mean much, but it does mean that for the time being. Dogs invading Schiphol! Yeah, who knows? Who knows, Gary? That would be something, wouldn't it?
They're in the tower.
You're taking over.
They reached the tower.
Well, in the meantime, I'm updating the... METAR in the ticker. All arriving planes assigned to 36 right at the moment, says Marissa. So... Heavies over the Gulf of Yorkshire are also going to 36 right, says Marissa. So it does look like in actual practice what has happened is that they did close the runway. Now, I'm not calling it yet. It might still be temporary.
The lights are on.
The lights are off, but were they on before, I wonder? They were on? Okay. No inspection vehicles, you're right. And if that's the case, it may well be that they have closed down the runway prematurely, which is interesting because ordinarily that would happen. If they were to do that, it usually happens at 1. Yeah, the poor kids. There's a parent with a couple of young children, 3 of them I think, standing a bit further on the grass field.
You have to stop bringing me here. Every time I join...
I beg your pardon? What?
You have to stop bringing me here. Every time I join, they close up the runway.
Well, the first time we met, they sent the A380 and 747s back to back to the Polderbaan.
Yeah, that was the Polderbaan, not the Kaagbaan.
The Kaagbaan. Is the Kaagbaan cursed? The cursed Kaagbaan?
They don't like me here.
They don't like you here. Okay. Well, in that case, we ought to leave.
Polderbaan?
Well, I'm not sure what's happening here. That's always the downside when you have little to no wind, and particularly if the wind is variable and not clearly in one direction, they can switch it up. It might be that the prevailing wind is a bit more northerly, and in that case, they might resort to using all the north-south oriented runways. It has happened before. Wind, too little wind is not a good thing. Iceland Air, which runway has that been assigned to? Probably 36 right. Well, that's definitely one to stick around for. And on a high note, if we do need to wrap up because there's no traffic coming back here. The thing is, on days like today, it has happened before that when I thought they closed down the Kaagbaan and I wrapped up the stream, then packed everything in, walked back to the car, started driving back home. The moment I turned onto the highway, I saw traffic again on final to 06.
Is the dogs in ATC?
It's the dogs in ATC, yeah.
It's because you're a cat person.
It's because, yeah. They sense that I am a cat person and they don't take kindly to cat persons.
Yep. Yep.
Cathay Center departure, is it already lined up, Matthew? Well, I'm definitely going to stick around until the Iceland Air has landed. Not sure if Ian McPherson is watching. Your periodic donation through PayPal just came in. Again, massive big thanks for the monthly repeated donations through PayPal, Ian. Much appreciated. Yeah, so what strikes me as odd is the timing. It's 12:30 more or less, and the timing is a bit peculiar. Particularly since there's not a lot of wind to begin with, so it wouldn't make a big difference if you were to change the runway now, or at the normal time, half an hour from now.
Barcolux is taking off from center.
Yeah, is that already happening right now?
Yeah, he's moving.
Lined up?
Yeah,
Cool.
he's moving already.
Oh, cool. In that case, let's turn the camera to the back of... Oh yeah, there it is already. Still had autofocus on. It's back to manual. There we go. It's crabbing ever so slightly to its left. Or at least that was before it initiated the turn. Maybe the wind has changed. Northwesterly or so. Not sure. Right. Well, I'm definitely going to stick around until Iceland Air Flight 500 has landed on 36 right then. We are still able to follow it quite nicely from here. I'm not going to wait until the A380, of course, if it's going to stay like this. But the 757, and I'm not sure if we already saw this livery that's now coming before. It's already relatively close by. Feed me, 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 feed me. It's almost as if it's on attack in attack mode. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me.
I'm getting you, big. Oh dear.
And the parent grebe is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing wishy-washy. Mind your own business. And the other parent is getting assaulted by the other baby grebe. It's a tactic. It's a tactic. They each attack their respective parent. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. It's nice to see that the kids are coordinating their attack as well. You take the one parent, I take the other.
Let's isolate them.
We'll force them to take action. Feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me.
Little menaces.
They are little menaces, aren't they? Right, well, it's interesting to see that Kaagbaan has closed down all of a sudden. Now that was to be expected with little to no wind, or with wind from very variable directions, but the timing, wow, that was a big splash. I'm not sure, I think that might have been the tail of a fish. Yeah.
LVNL is down.
LVNL is down, what?
No.
Are they on strike? No runway use whatsoever.
Yeah.
No runways in use.
Planes cannot land.
The planes are going in circles and are all holding.
Jesus. It's not going well. There are dogs there.
Beggar mode indeed, Michael. Now, DHL 777 to Leipzig overhead south, says Kevo. I think I may have that one. or at least the contrail. Yeah, that's before going behind another sizable cloud, so by the time it has cleared this one, it's going to be too far away to discern any details in the airplane, if that was already possible to begin with. Yeah. Still no traffic assigned to the Kaagbaan then, eh? Nothing arriving from the east? Quite remarkable. Right, well, the Icelandair 757-200 is approaching the coastline, and with the way things look right now, I think I ought to be able to find it in the sky at some point. Let's see. First of all, where is it now? How high is it flying? It's above Zandvoort and it's at 6,000 feet and descending. Tom says everything is being routed to 36 right on the arrival frequency right now, so no luck in that regards yet. I'm already pointing the camera in the general direction of where I think the 757 ought to be. I'm not seeing it yet, though I do think it ought to be visible from here. If only I know where exactly I need to point the camera and look. Let's check in again. It's now turning.
Oh yeah, LVNL is updated.
Okay, and what does it say?
Kaagbaan closed als meer open.
Yeah. I found the 757, I think. Maybe the clouds were in the way a little. There it is. That's it, all right. Yeah, clouds are in the way a little. Has to descend a bit further. Yeah, we can make it out. Now just below the clouds. Is it going to go into it again? I think it is. But it will make a reappearance in a moment. Yep, there you go. Clear sky ahead of it for now. Marissa says that even the KLM City Hopper from Bristol with an ETA of 101 is still going to 36 right, with no secondary currently being assigned. Well, thanks for the update. It's not what we want to hear, but that's just life. Incessantly complaining and demanding food, eh?
Once you're focused on it,
Yeah, it's hard to ignore it.
full carries.
I am going to turn the camera, since it is now no longer visible, so that the wires are already oriented in the right way, so that I can continue to follow the airplane insofar as I'm able to. Oh, inadvertently zooming all the way in with digital zoom, which I didn't intend to do. And in the meantime, the 757 has gone into another cloud. It's now probably behind this tree, and I'm pretty sure we ought to be able to pick it up again once it has cleared the cloud and the tree. Sticking around until the Icelandair 757 will have landed. After that, I am going to wrap up, since there doesn't seem to be anything coming this way anytime soon. But the 757 is quite rare. Then I'm not sure if we have seen the one that's now coming, if we've seen it before already, or if this is also going to be a channel premiere. I suspect the Iceland Air is still somewhere in the clouds right now, because I think it ought to have cleared the tree by now. Oh yeah, I do have it. I'm not sure if I'm able to show you in great detail. Or has it already gone into the clouds again? It was here just now, slowly but surely making its way over. I suspect we might catch a glimpse of it somewhere in this field of view. Right, people are already leaving. For those of you saying goodbye and see you again in the next one. Not able to see it. We should be able to pick it up when it is on final. Right now, final is quite long with all airplanes going to Gouda. Turn final. Pretty lengthy glide slope as we speak. Here in the foreground we have KLM flight 760 arriving from San Jose, 777-200. It's going to be followed by KLM 737-800. EasyJet A320neo arriving from Milan. Quite a few of you are already leaving. For those of you who have to go, see you later. For those of you who have time, stick around a few more minutes. 757 coming in. I'm not sure if it is a channel premiere. I think it might well be. Let's see, the next airplane after the triple is flying right there. The A320 is further back. Gives us something to focus on. Because the 757 is also going to be following the same route. So I'm now trying to see if I can spot the A320neo. I think there it is. Right, so that means that the Iceland Air 757 will be a bit further back. Is that... no. Oh, I see movement. I think this is it. I think this is the Iceland Air 757 turning in. Yeah. Iceland Air also seems to be turning final on flight radar, so I'm pretty sure that this is it. The last airplane for today's show, Iceland Air Flight 500, arriving from Reykjavik in Iceland. On final now, still pretty far away, 757-200. The TFFIA, Tango Foxtrot India Alpha. 2 hours and 35 minutes on the way, 26 years old, first flight August 2000. Still no secondary runway opening at the moment, says Marissa. Usually when the north-south oriented runways are open, Aalsmeerbaan 36 right is primary inbound, Polderbaan 36 left is primary outbound, and the center runway is usually the secondary runway for all types of traffic. So if anything is going to happen with north-south oriented runways in use, I'm expecting the center runway to become the inbound, the secondary inbound runway to open up. And everything arriving from the west should be coming directly overhead to land on the center runway. Still no sign of that happening yet. Also, if that were to happen, you're not standing... This location isn't very favorable if the airplanes are coming directly overhead. Better to view it from the side. Have a look at this beautiful 757. It's getting closer by the minute. Sleek fuselage, big winglets. Must be careful not to call it too pretty, otherwise Lisa will get angry. She's now looking up and looking at me, bro, like bro. Stop talking nonsense.
I'm trying to read here.
You're trying to read here. Oh, plane enthusiast, I can tell. The 757 is getting closer by. Quite a lot of heat wave distortion already. Wind starts picking up here a little as well, and it does feel like the wind is a bit northwesterly now. Contrary to this morning, when the wind was blowing from the east, it does seem to have turned a bit more northwesterly now. So I can see how they are switching it up with respect to runway use. Right, the big distortion still has to come. The buildings in the foreground are getting close by now, so... Yeah, there it is. It hit the building. The building's distortion.
That doesn't sound good. What are you hitting building?
The distortion of the building. Goodbye. One last time. One last visit and then the rollout.
No, just kidding. Oh.
Ooh. Baby grebes are stepping up their whining game. In the meantime, a Saudia lovely new livery is crossing the runway. Yeah, and liberally at its own pace, because why not? There's no traffic crossing. Yeah, that new livery, this livery is a big improvement compared to the old beige. And there's the 757. Alright, so the 757 has landed in the background, rolling out over there, insofar as it is still recognizable as a 757. Saudia crossing the runway, and that will conclude today's stream. Unfortunately, a premature end due to an unexpected runway use change. But yeah, if there's nothing here to see, then there's no point in continuing further. So I'm going to wrap up. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I had a great time, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Massive big thanks for Lisa for joining me here as well as ground crew. Always a pleasure to have you on my side. And I hope that's going to stay for a long time like that for a long time to come.
You're welcome.
Also a massive big thanks to everybody at home who stopped in and joined us for today's stream. Thanks for all the likes, thanks for all the birthday wishes, thanks for the very generous donations, the super chats, the many gifted memberships, everything. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are what makes this channel so great, and I hope to see you all back in good health in the next one. Lastly, also a massive big thanks to the mods for keeping the chat friendly and accessible to all. Hope to see you in good health in the next one. For now, I'm going to say take care and see you soon. And bye for now, guys.